Is it Groundhog Day? Nope, it's just the NBA's preseason in 2020. LeBron and the Lakers are still in Phoenix for the second game of this two-game road trip. LeBron scored 11 points in just 15 minutes on Wednesday. He and Anthony Davis will be ready come opening night. But will that require some minutes on the court tonight? The Lakers wrap up the preseason in Phoenix. Tip-off is at 7:30 right here on Spectrum Sportsnet. Will the Lakers complete the preseason a perfect 4-0? We will find out. As we say hello and welcome to Access Sportsnet Lakers, brought to you by your Southern California Toyota dealers. I'm Allie Clifton, joined by the Hall of Famer, big game, James Worthy, five-time champ, head coach of the LA Sparks, Derek Fisher. Mike and Mike are here, Trudell and Brez. Geeter's running point at halftime and postgame. We're all here. Best thing about tonight, though, is what? I ask you both.
We're 6 feet apart.
Well, way to keep it real.
Last game of the preseason.
Nailed it. Last game of the preseason. Isn't that the best feeling?
Yeah, I think for some people, but some people may not play a lot after the preseason ends. So,
oh, there's that. Wow, you were just.
Got to keep that in mind, too.
You came ready to go.
Yes.
Coach is always thinking about, playing time and decisions like that, You
got me. All right, I'm going to try to pick it up. After playing in Game 3 of the preseason, LeBron James and Anthony Davis will be suiting up tonight. In Game 3, LeBron knocked off some of the rust. 11 points for LeBron in 15 minutes, 10 points for AD in 17 minutes of action. Both sat for the entire second half. Guys, so many people wondered, would LeBron and AD play? How much would they play? Tonight, it sounds like they're going to play even a little bit more than what they did in Game 3. I think that's a good sign. Final tune-up.
I'm not too surprised. A quick turnaround. Two vital players to the team. They want to make sure that the other players are used to their tendencies and also get in a moment where they're getting ready. I mean, regular season starts next week, so I think it's okay. Play a few minutes, get ready, let's go.
Yeah, no, I agree. I believe it's possible that they'll play more than they did on Wednesday night because the preseason is so short. And you don't have as many opportunities to get prepared for the regular season beginning on Tuesday, and those games count. And I don't believe this team wants to start the regular season as though they don't care about it. So I think tonight is part of the preparation process to get ready to run it back.
Let me stick with you for just a second, because from a coaching perspective, Fish, it's not like you need to see more from LeBron James and Anthony Davis in terms of what can they bring, but from the team as a whole, from the other guys, what are you looking to see in this final tune-up?
How well they fit next to those two guys, basically. The different lineups that you might be able to explore at different points in the game. Frank Vogel's thinking about, offensively and defensively, how does he find the right balance if LeBron's on the floor next to AD? Sometimes Gasol is in the middle. Sometimes Gasol is off the floor. Kuz has been playing good basketball. THT is playing great basketball. Figuring out maybe with Schroeder out tonight, what additional guard play can we rely on? KCP, Wes Matthews. So there's a lot to still figure out because of all the new pieces.
And from that perspective, those guys probably still want to get that time in as well next to their two superstars.
Absolutely. I mean, as a coach, I'm sure it's a good, problem to have. The Lakers have a lot of scenarios. And I don't know if the coaches are going to be, Derek can talk about this, I don't know if they're going to be able to, experience them all in the preseason. So they're going to try different combinations, see how Montrezl is a big pick and roll type of guy. You got to see how he's going to fit in with, different players. Marc Gasol, although he's, 12th year in the league, great passer. So, there's a lot of scenarios he's got to look at. So it's going to be interesting to see how, even after tonight's game going into regular season, how he, mixes up these combinations that he has. It's a nice problem to have, but as a coach, I'm sure it's kind of difficult. Minutes here, minutes there, lineups, mismatches, all that type of thing.
Right now, especially practice, you can't get enough of it, too. I mean, you think of the shortened offseason already, the way you've had to manage it. You don't play, opening night isn't until Tuesday. So you imagine he'll really use the practice time as well over the next few days.
As much as you can. Coaches, we love it. Players, not
so
always so much.
Let's get you live across the hall. It's Lakers reporter Mike Trudell. Preseason finale tonight, Mike. We're only 4 days away from the regular season.
That's right, man, and I am ready to go. It's still going to be fun to watch this game tonight, though, and almost shocking how fun these preseason games have been. And the first thing that I wanted to get from Frank Vogel was just the who's in, who's out. We know that a couple guys were dealing with minor injuries, and we are going to see both KCP and Alex Caruso. Remember, they had the hip soreness that they probably could have played through were there a regular season game. Dennis Schroeder, though, they are going to hold out just for precautionary reasons. Had a little bit of swelling in the ankle that he hurt in the third quarter against Phoenix, but it did not sound like something that could keep him out of the preseason opener. So Vogel touched on a couple of other things moments ago with us, and let's go and take a look.
The biggest thing that we want to take from last season is the approach that got us there, and that was to not concentrate on pressure of repeating or pressure of winning the championship or bigger picture goals. It was really about staying in the moment and being really productive when we come in to do our work each day. And, that message has been the same. Like, let's not think about, the bigger picture here. Let's just think about getting better every day and understanding all the details that are going to lead to winning basketball. If you focus on the task at hand, focus on the job, the results will come. That's definitely a message for our group this year.
Hey, Frank. I'm wondering what it's been like being around Marc Gasol. I know we've seen, obviously, we all know what he can do on the floor, and you've talked about what he brings to the team, but just personality-wise and leadership-wise, what has it been like being around him for an exposed period or extended period of time for the first time?
Yeah, Marc's been amazing. He's a great guy to be around. You can see just when you're talking to the group and you're talking hoops, just the intelligence factor. You know what I mean? Like he's a guy that, not only, look, there's a lot of smart guys in this league that, they're intelligent, but, it can be displaced. And, he's a guy that gets it. He understands the picture of how the pieces fit with this team and the way our coaching staff does things. And, he's been a joy to be around, on a daily basis, just, talking non-basketball items. And then, when you dive into the film and some of the things that we're trying to do with our group, you can see just how his intelligence and IQ is going to benefit us.
Definitely going to be fun. I know Fish, of course, had some time playing with a Gasol that went pretty well, and you don't think you guys need me to tell you that. Now, one other update, potentially from an injury standpoint from Phoenix. It sounds like Chris Paul might not play tonight due to right ankle soreness. A couple minutes ago, Monty Williams said that he was expecting the same starters, but Suns PR apparently just said something about Chris Paul, so we'll look to confirm that. But that would, of course, just change how this preseason game goes a little bit if CP3 is out.
Well done. As always, Mike Trudell. D-Fish, you enjoy sharing the court with Pal?
I
Yes,
surely
maybe?
did.
Of course you did.
Yes, indeed.
That worked all right.
Oh, we look forward to hearing you during the broadcast, Mike.
All right, guys.
The Lakers and Suns are less than an hour away here on Spectrum Sportsnet. Speaking of Chris Paul, he arrived in chilly Phoenix this evening. He was pulled shooting on Wednesday, just 1 of 6 for 4 points against the Lakers. And coming up on Access.